Hello and welcome back to Barca Admirers. Today's episode brings you the daily news updates and the transfer roundup about Barcelona. So make sure you watch this video till the very end without skipping. If you are new to our channel, then please subscribe to us and hit that bell icon to stay notified whenever we post. On top of that, we have now also launched the membership option. If you want to be a member of our channel, then press that join button beside the subscribe icon and do the needful. Your support will help us run our channel and provide you with such content daily. The perks of membership have already been enlisted over there. Now before we begin, a small shout out to OneFootball. If you are a football fan and want to stay updated about the plethora of latest news coming up in the vast world of football, then OneFootball is the best app for you. Be it the latest news updates, transfer rumors or update about club or international football, OneFootball has got it all covered. It is completely free to use and its biggest perk is that it gives you real-time match updates whenever a game is being played out, and whenever there's a major incident in the game, you will be notified by the app. You can select your favorite club and it will suggest you personalized articles. In my case, it's definitely Barcelona. Be it game statistics, current form of your team or individual performances of your players, you get it all. La Liga, Champions League, English Premier League, Serie A, World Cup, Bundesliga, League One, MLS or AFC Champions League, everything you want, it's here. So go ahead, check it out. Link to download the app is given in the description of this video. Now that's enough talking, let's get straight down to the point without any further delay. For today's first news update, we are going to have a quick look at today's international fixtures and their results. Wales drew 1-1 with Switzerland in their Group A clash with 1 goal each from Moore and Embolo. In Group B, Belgium won 3-0 over Russia with Lukaku and Munier both getting on the score sheet. In another Group B clash earlier in the evening, Finland defeated Denmark 1-0 with a goal from Poyan Palo. But the biggest talking point is the collapse of Christian Eriksen. The midfielder seemed to have an attack in the middle of the game and had to be stretchered off in an emergency. The game was postponed and resumed later on at 8:30 p.m. local time at the request of the players. Eriksen thankfully is stable and safe at the moment. We wish him a speedy recovery. Moving on to the next news update, ESPN reports that Barcelona have served an ultimatum to Ousmane Dembele. The French forward will be told to leave the club if he does not sign a new contract in this summer. He has just one more year left on his current deal and the Blaugrana are afraid of losing him for nothing in the next season. Paris Saint-Germain are one of those clubs rumored to be interested in Dembele. Next up, in an interview with Football Zone, Georginio Wijnaldum has claimed that he indeed negotiated with Barcelona for 4 weeks, but they did not come to an agreement. PSG were faster when they arrived on the scene, and therefore he agreed to join their club. Wijnaldum said that it was indeed difficult for him to choose PSG over Barcelona, that too in the very last minute. Just like everyone else, he too thought that he would be playing for Barcelona because they were the only club who were really interested in him at that time. But then again, he could not figure it out with Barca, and in the end, with Paris, he did. On being asked if his Netherlands teammate Frenkie de Jong was disappointed with this decision, Wijnaldum replied saying that he probably is. But then again, he is not the only one. All the Barcelona fans wanted him to play for their club and he wanted it too. But PSG were faster. However, as a Cule, that is something that I would totally disagree with. We never really wanted Wijnaldum at Barca. We only accepted his move looking at his positives. The biggest one of them was the fact that he was coming for free and playing for a lower salary. No way we would have paid him higher than what we offered to him. So yeah, he can enjoy all that he earns at PSG. We are sort of glad that it did not come. For the next news update, Spanish publication Sport reports that Garcia Pimienta did not expect to be dismissed and he considers it as a massive blow. He spent more than half of his life at the club of his dreams. The coach was really happy with the last season and several players cannot believe the news either. Ronald Araujo, who has played under Garcia Pimienta at Barcelona B, sent him a heartwarming message via his Instagram story, thanking him for everything that he has done for him. He said that it was not easy to get to such a big club with such a unique philosophy, and that is why he wants to highlight the great job and everything that he has learned from Garcia and his staff. He thanked him and wished him the very best for his life. Moving on to the next one, Spanish news publication Sport claims in one of its articles that Pedri can create history for Spain on Monday. If he plays against Sweden in Sevilla, he would become the youngest footballer to debut with Spain in the Euros at 18 years, 6 months and 18 days. For the next one, we have an update on the situation of Memphis Depay. Catalan news outlet RAC1 reports that Barcelona's latest proposal for Depay consists of a 2-year deal with a salary increase in the form of variables. The offer also includes an option to extend it for another year if his performance is good enough. However, journalist Mate Moreto claims that Barcelona still do not know if they will be able to finalize the signing of Depay before Sunday, but they remain very optimistic. Very interestingly though, Memphis Depay's Barcelona shirt was available on the official Barca website for a short period of time today before the site crashed. No explanation from the club has been given, however. Seeing this, media outlets have started speculating that the official announcement could happen anytime soon. Reports suggest that Monday could be the day. Moving on to the next one, we have the comments of Argentina midfielder Rodrigo de Paul. Speaking in an interview with British news outlet The Guardian, Rodrigo said that they have the best captain that they could have. He is not going to talk about Messi's footballing level because that would be beyond debate. Rodrigo claimed that Messi as a person has simple taste. He likes drinking mate, enjoys listening to songs and playing cards. As a person and as a guide, Leo is incomparable. Having him, everything is easier. In the following news update, Spanish outlet Sport reports that Barcelona must solve this central defense problem as the club now has 6 centre-backs to compete for 2 spots in the starting 11. The club considers Araujo, Mingueza and Eric Garcia as projects of the future and the present, while studying the exits of Lenglet and Umtiti. Next up, we have the comments of Tania Ferreira, the mother of newly signed Barcelona right-back Emerson Royal. Speaking in an interview with journalist Santiago Valle, she said that as a little boy, Emerson used to tell her all the time that he wanted to be like Dani Alves and play for Barcelona. The day his signing for the club of his dreams was announced, she was overjoyed and cried a lot. We certainly do hope that Emerson reaches great heights at Barcelona. Up next, Sport reports that Barca will reveal their next season's home kit on Tuesday. And I'll be honest with you, judging by the leaked designs that I have seen so far, I'm not quite looking forward to it. Moving on to the next news update, in a recent interview with French publication L'Équipe, Clement Lenglet has claimed that Griezmann is a very important player for Barcelona and he is often not reasonably judged by the fans. That concludes today's news roundup. Now moving on to the transfer section, at number 1, journalist Fernando Polo reports that Barcelona hope to close and announce the signing of Memphis Depay by next week. The club are very optimistic after recent negotiations with the player and full agreement is expected to be reached soon enough. Unlike RAC1, who reported that the signing could be made official on Sunday, Fernando Polo reports that Barcelona instead hope to make the same on Monday. His interest in signing for the Blaugrana and the continuity and insistence of Koeman have made him end up opting for the Barcelona offer. In a similar report, top-tier journalist Miguel Blasquez confirms that the arrival of Memphis Depay in Barcelona is close to completion. Barca are optimistic after the latest talks with the Dutchman and hope to make the signing official in the next few days. He has opted for the offer and is ready to join, especially because of Koeman. Moving on to the next transfer update, Italian news publication Calcio Mercato reports that Juventus see Antoine Griezmann as a possible replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo if the Portuguese opts to leave Turin in this summer and go off for a new challenge. The report also claims that the possible arrival of Locatelli at Juventus would not exclude the possibility that Pjanic would also sign for the old lady. For the next transfer update, Sport reports that Emerson Royal might enter into the Lautaro operation. Inter Milan are aiming for the Brazilian, who is owned by Barcelona, to supplement the departure of Achraf Hakimi. Barca would include him to lower the price of the Argentine, which would remain at around 55 million after the swap deal. Next up, in one of their recently published reports, Madrid-based newspaper Marca claims that Konrad Jr. will be loaned out in this season. Both the player and the club have already agreed to this, and England, Germany, Spain or France would be the 4 main destinations that they are considering at the moment. Moving on to the next one, Spanish news publication Mundo Deportivo reports that Everton have shown an interest in signing Luis Neto, who had already asked to leave Barcelona earlier in this season during the winter transfer window. The report also states that Enzo Maresca, the coach of Italian club Parma, is seriously interested in Alejandro Balde. It is understood that Balde must continue to grow in the subsidiary, although it is not ruled out that Alejandro could do pre-season with the first team as well. Right now, nothing is confirmed. Up next, according to a report by news outlet Ekrem Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have requested a meeting from Valencia for the transfer of Jose Luis Gaya. Valencia are demanding around 40 million euros for the player. For the next transfer update, journalist Duncan Castles reports that Bernado Silva wants to leave Manchester City and he has already 2 offers in bag from La Liga, one from Atletico Madrid and a second one from Barcelona. The latter are also pursuing Joao Cancelo and are proposing FFP-friendly swap deals with options including Sergi, Roberto or Dembele. Now that's everything we have for today's episode. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to turn on the post notifications. We post interesting content like this every single day. Now on our last episode, we asked for a total of 450 likes and you guys totally exceeded our expectations. So in this video, we have decided to raise the bar and set a new aim of 550 likes. Please viewers, help us reach our target on this video as well. Now that's all we have for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.